Happy Sunday, folks! Let's make these lemon blueberry squares. So as you can see, unlike how I usually do it, I did not sift my sugar or flour. You definitely can. It didn't make that big of a difference when it came out. It was still nice and fluffy, even though you can clearly see sugar chunks up in there. I wouldn't freak out too much, especially because it's like not gonna be sacked or anything like that. So I mean, it's really up to you, but you can see that I didn't do that this time. I was really craving a sweet treat, so I wanted to make this as fast as I could, and then I also decided, you know what, this would be a great video for Sunday. So yeah, this is me like rage hungry, not even hungry, like sweet tooth, you know. Here I am zesting this lemon. This lemon was not fresh. We had cut off the top of the lemon and used it for a drink or something earlier in the week, and then just kept it in the fridge. So it's not as squishy as most lemons are, so the zest was harder to get, and so was the juice, which you'll see in a few moments. Yeah, basically I had to scrape the zest out of there, but I got exactly what I needed. And here is the juicing that I was telling you about. I got this nice juicer. I think I got it from the dollar store. At first I was like, you know, why would I use this? But you know me, I love desserts with lemon in it, so here I am, juicing a lemon. I've also juiced tangerines too, and had like a tangerine juice, and it was pretty good. No complaints. So you make a well in your bowl to put the egg in, and then like mix the egg. Usually I would mix everything else in at that same time too, but eggs are so important, so I wanted to make sure it was incorporated with all of the dry ingredients that were already there as much as I could before I started adding more things. You know, I might invest in some like little glasses or something, because like the lemon zest is totally fine getting in there, but like the milk, you gotta pour twice, and same thing with the vanilla and things like that. So doing these videos, I've realized how helpful it is to have all my ingredients laid out before I start. So if I have all of my ingredients measured out as well, that would be super fantastic. And it would make for much faster baking when I'm having my rage sweet tooth. You know what I'm saying. Before, I did not sift my flour and sugar, so that's why it looks a little lumpy. If you also did not sift your flour and sugar, you can kind of use the whisk to kind of break up the lumps that are there. Not a huge deal for me, so I just kept it moving, and I love that consistency. This is like one of the best batters I've made. So I'm probably going to be making more of these, unless the batter is like this because I forgot something important. We'll see when the tasting comes. Blueberries, I don't measure them. I just put in as many as I think is necessary. As you can see, they're not coated with flour. I am expecting them to sink to the bottom, but we will see what happens. Alrighty. Moving on to the glaze, and this glaze is literally just lemon juice and powdered sugar. Yeah, Super simple. If you want it to be a little looser, I would throw in some water or some more lemon juice if you have it. But yeah, it's a very simple glaze to make, and it really complements the lemon and blueberry squares. So I am touching it just to see what the bounce back is like. I've been watching a lot of baking shows like the Great Canadian Baking Show, and they always touch it to see that bounce back. So I wanted to see what I had there, and it's great. And now the glaze is going on top after I let it cool for a bit. I didn't let it cool the entire time. The bottom is still hot, but that's just, me being greedy. You could wait until it cools all the way down, or you can put it on in the beginning, but if you put it on in the beginning, it may sink into the cake. And here we are. Beautiful. Alright, y'all. I know you remember my lemon blueberry muffins, but these are lemon blueberry squares. These are essentially more cake-like, and they have like a nice sponginess to them. When I took them out of the oven, I almost thought they weren't cooked all the way because they were like falling apart. But it's also because I was like super greedy and I was like, gotta try one right away. So, yeah, here we go. You see how soft that was? Pulling away from the rest of it. It's so lemony, but it's like not too much. It's like the perfect amount, even with the lemon glaze on top. And the blueberries are the only thing that I like, only fruit, like whole fruit that I like in cakes and desserts and stuff. Ah, perfect. Please go make yourself some lemon blueberry squares. You will not regret it. It's absolutely delicious. The recipe will be where it always is on the blog. Yeah, these are great. I mean, we have way more fruit in there, so maybe I'll try some different ones and throw that on the blog too. But to start, lemon blueberry, that's where it's at. Perfect combination, in my opinion. So, what I always say, eat, drink, vibe, like, and subscribe. I will see you next week.
Okay.